The morning of April 8, 2006 began like any other for a farmer in the quiet community of Shedden, Ontario. But as he moved across his land, he stumbled upon a sight that would haunt the nation's conscience forever. Tucked away in a secluded field were 4 vehicles: a grey 2003 Intrepid, a 1994 Silverado, a 1994 Pontiac Grand Prix, and a 2001 tow truck, each serving as a grim metal coffin for 8 men. This wasn't just a random act of violence. It was the culmination of a deep-seated betrayal within the brotherhood of the Bandidos Motorcycle Club. An execution assembly line that wiped out the Toronto chapter in a single night of blood and bullets. Before we carry on with the story, remember to comment, like, share and subscribe so you don't miss future episodes of the Calendar of Crime. The roots of the massacre trace back to a crumbling brotherhood and a desperate struggle for power within the Canadian Bandidos. At the center of the storm was Wayne Kellestine, a man whose farm near Iona Station would become the site of the slaughter. Kellestine, a veteran of the biker world, felt increasingly sidelined by the younger, more ambitious leaders of the Toronto chapter, specifically Giovanni Muscidir. The tension was further fueled by Michael Taz Sandom, a former police officer turned biker, whose manipulative lies convinced Kellestine and the Bandidos mother chapter in Houston that the Toronto crew was planning to defect to a rival gang. On the night of April 7, the victims, members of the No Surrender crew, were lured to Kellestine's farm under the guise of a meeting to resolve internal disputes. They arrived expecting a brotherhood talk, but were instead met with the cold barrels of guns. One by one, the men were led out of the farmhouse and executed. The victims included Giovanni Muscidir, Luis Raposo, Frank Salerno, Paul Sinopoli, Jamie Flans, George Jessam, George Krerakis, and Michael Trotter. The killers, led by Kellestine and Sandom, showed no mercy, even as some of the victims pleaded for their lives or faced their end with defiant silence. The discovery of the bodies of the next morning triggered one of the largest investigations in the history of the Ontario Provincial Police. Within days, the authorities moved with precision, arresting Kellestine and several others. The trial that followed was a media sensation, revealing the gritty, drug-fueled reality of outlaw biker life and the paranoid logic that led to such a senseless massacre. 6 men were eventually convicted of first-degree murder, effectively ending the Bandidos' presence in Canada and leaving a permanent scar on the landscape of southwestern Ontario. Thanks for watching. Please comment, share, like, and subscribe for future episodes from the Calendar of Crime.